Hello, All Israel News. I'm Oriel Moran. I'm here with our guide, Naftali, in the city of David in Jerusalem. Tell us just a little bit of what we're going to see today.
So first of all, welcome to the city of David. Very exciting to have you here. Today, we're going to walk through an archaeological site that was closed for the last 13 years, just opened up to the public. This is an archaeological site that tells us the story of millions of people that came up here on the pilgrimage on the holidays to go up and walk up to their temple.
Amazing. Let's get to it.
At this moment, we are standing on original steps. These stones were found just 22 years ago. And we find over here these steps leading down to the Pool of Siloam. This pool is a massive pool. It's 150 feet from one corner to the other, from east to west, and again another 150 feet from north to south, that had millions of people walking into the biggest, massive mikveh, ritual bath, before they start their journey on the way up the pilgrimage road all the way to the temple. And this is where the journey begins, from the pool to the road to the shops. You have the sidewalk, as we have right over here, and you have all original, the steps, the beginning of the pilgrimage road. From here, 1,800 feet long. Let's begin. 2,000 years ago, under the siege of the Roman Empire, they break into Jerusalem, and we understand that this is the end of our journey. We try to run away through a secret passage called the drainage tunnel. And this drainage tunnel is right underneath our feet. As we could see in these glass floors, we find these pots. And you say, why is there pots? There are pots there because there are Jews hiding in the drainage tunnel, running away outside of the southern gate, trying to get out of the city without the Roman soldiers above binding them. But Josephus tells us that while the Roman Empire are walking on this road, they hear voices. And they tell everyone to be quiet. And while everyone's in silence, they still hear voices. And they start taking apart the road. That is the reason we have these parts of the road that are taken apart. Because the Roman Empire takes apart the road, they go down into the drainage tunnel, and they kill 3,000 Jews hiding underneath us for survival. From here, the Jews will go to exile. Some of them made it out, and they will go all around the world. They do come back here after 2,000 years, and they once again will walk on this same road, this pilgrimage road, the same road that they walked on 2,000 years ago. They will walk over here once again. Josephus tells us that in the city from 2,000 years ago, there was the top plaza, the top of the city plaza, and that means that there must have been the bottom of the city plaza. And that's where we're standing at this moment. This is a massive plaza, 150 feet. I don't know how wide it was, but this is a massive plaza where people would stop and talk to their friends on the way. And on this original plaza, we find something very interesting. We find over here a coin just laying here, hidden for the last 2,000 years. This is an original coin from the revolt that the Jews were against the Roman Empire 2,000 years ago. This is signed the second year of the revolt. Every single year they signed their name, they signed their year, because that's what the whole story was about. Will we make it? Will we not? And this, found with the layer of the destruction, tells us that this story ended very tragically. We find thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pieces of pottery, as we have right over here. As we have a piece of a jar, maybe this filled up with wine, water, milk, which people would use 2,000 years ago to drink out of. We have a coin, a 2,000-year-old coin, made out of bronze, and you could see the letters or the picture of the king that is actually on that small coin, 2,000-year-old coin. We find these small little beads. This was part of a necklace or some kind of jewelry from 2,000 years ago that some person was wearing. And this arrowhead was used in some kind of war some negative war that we know of between the Maccabees and the Greek Empire. And it wouldn't surprise you, or maybe it would surprise you, that we find in this archaeological dig a 2,000-year-old die carved out of a bone of an animal. Here we go. And we see all 6 digits like we have until today. If we see 6 on this side, we will see 1 on the other side. Every single both sides will add up to 7.
Guys, this is a must tour. You must come up here. It's incredible. There's no words. There's no words.
As our archaeological digs and we go higher and higher up, we find different time periods, which is beautiful because we see how the city continued to exist after the destruction. And what we find over here is actually 1 floor of a humongous palace that we find 21 rooms of it from the Roman Empire period, after the destruction, of course. And this palace, which had 21 rooms, this is 1 floor of it, right over here as we see a white, beautiful mosaic. But it won't surprise you that if we go just a few feet north of that, we look over here to the right and we see what looks to be not just a white mosaic, but look at that. A beautiful, beautiful, colorful mosaic that we just find 1 small portion of it. But just imagine if we continue digging here, how big this would be, how beautiful it would be, and how well preserved it is after 1900 years. But continue with the time periods. On top of this layer of 1900 years ago, we find over here a different time period, 200 years after that, Byzantine time. And we find this room, very, very interesting room, which is coded, as we could see. The floors and the wall of this room is coded to actually keep in water. And if we have over here some kind of pool, that's beautiful and telling us a whole different story. And you would think maybe it's a jacuzzi. People would come and dunk in. Oh, that was beautiful, jacuzzi from 1700 years ago. But then we find hundreds of pieces of bones of fish. And we find these holes in the wall where we could just think that this is the thin part of what looks like a bottle. It gets wider on the other side. And that's where fish go into to actually give birth and have their little fish. And what we're looking at is not a jacuzzi, but we're looking at a fish tank, a 1,700-year-old fish tank that people would have here inside their city of Jerusalem. You could see the light at the end of the tunnel greeting us and saying, "Welcome, welcome home." And to the right of us, this massive wall, as we know, the Western Wall, the Southern Wall. This is that same plaza that Jews are davening today. That is that same plaza, the Temple Mount, from 2,000 years ago, where Jews would walk up, sacrifice on the top of it. As we are walking our way up, I don't know if you hear it on camera, but it's pretty magnificent. You hear the sounds of that same simchas, that same celebration of these bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, celebrating the growth of the child to 12 or 13 years old. At the Western Wall, right behind that wall in front of us, that gate, the Megrabin gate. And as we make our way out, we see this phenomenon of the Temple Mount, the Western Wall, all original.
I'm giving our tour guide a little bit of a break because I literally started crying coming out. You have to understand, we have been here also, all these rollers before. I have been here a million times. You can literally hear the sound of the smachot, of the bar mitzvahs that are going on the way to the kotel. And just to give you guys a little bit of an understanding, we came out from there and we come out over here. And the kotel is over there right behind us. What an incredible God we serve. And nothing can erase our history. Nothing can erase our history. You can see that all that was covered for over 2,000 years at least. And now we come out, and every single time we uncover more and more and more of our history. There's nothing like our God. It has been such a spectacular tour. I cannot even tell you guys how much I recommend this. How was your experience?
Oriel, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Walking that same road from 2,000 years ago and coming out at the Temple Mount right behind us is really something that every single one, at least once in their lifetime, has to do it.
100%. I completely agree. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We recommend that you guys come here. If you want more Israel-related content, go to allisraelnews.com, hit the notification bell, hit subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Thank you.